Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about a reason to fail the driving test, and the straightforward reason is too many errors. So here's how it works with most places and most driving tests. I can't speak for every driving test on earth because I don't know if this is the case, but I will tell you that the majority of driving tests and locations that I have looked at and analyzed and stuff have fallen under this category. You are allowed to lose a certain number of points before you fail. You are allowed to have a certain number of errors before you fail. Most places have errors that are valued at more points being lost and errors that are valued at fewer points being lost. And there are also some things that you can do that will cause you to automatically fail. But losing too many points or having too many errors is one of the main reasons why people fail. Very rarely do beginner drivers that are taking the test, get into a near accident that causes them to just immediately fail. That just rarely happens. It does happen, but you shouldn't be so concerned about that. What you should be concerned about is losing too many points or having too many smaller errors. And I'll tell you why. Let's say you forget to check your blind spot this one time. Then let's say, you mess up when you parallel park later in the test. Let's say you hit the curb another time in the test. Like, you add up all of these tiny little things and they will lead to you failing the test. Too many errors will cause you to fail the test. And that's why I always say to people that are going to take their driving test that every point counts, every skill counts. Sometimes drivers think that, I should really learn how to parallel park because it's a huge deal and I don't care so much about checking my mirrors properly because it's not a huge deal. Well, guess what? If you check your mirrors improperly or you forget to check them too many times, too many errors, you failed. And you might be the best parallel parker in the universe, but if you lose too many small points and you make too many small errors, you're gonna fail. It's as simple as that. That's why, like I said, I always tell drivers, I always tell people that are taking their driving test, you gotta focus on the small things. When you're taking your driving test, your goal should be to contain as many points as you can, to make as few errors as you can. So that means that every single thing that driving examiner asks you to do, take your time, do it properly. Don't skip any steps. And here's the thing. The more that you practice, the better off that you'll be with regards to being able to pass the driving test. Because if you practice a lot, if you practice, you're going to be at a smaller chance of making any small or big errors, which will mean that you're not going to have the failure of too many errors. You're not going to fail your driving test because of having too many errors. So with that being said, you need to practice as much as you possibly can and treat every driving skill as if it is the most important driving skill. And also, another quick tip, when you practice, you want to focus on your weaker skills, because if you are great at parallel parking, guess what? You're probably not going to make an error with regards to parallel parking. If you're not so great at forward parking, then you should practice it, because if you do make an error on the driving test and lose a point or points on the driving test, it's more likely to be because of forward parking, because you're not that great at forward parking. So when you're practicing, practice your weaker skills. Focus on those weaker skills. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over a reason to fail the driving test, and that reason is too many errors. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.